Hello, good afternoon, trader. Welcome back to my channel, Forex Black Box. Quick update of the week coming ahead and what happened last week. Today is Sunday, the 26th of July 2020. I did the video a little bit late because I did one on Friday, so I don't want to overlap. I don't want to overlap my videos. So I'm just quickly looking at S&P 500 companies in US performance. And as we can see that it's quite less than it's quite bearish day is if you look at it in this perspective. It's a bearish day going on S&P 500. If we go back to the weekly, we see that 50-50 really was like bounce up and down. um, from the picture we can see over the week really we have down on Microsoft, 0.78% minus, Apple as well 3.85%. So you always have to look at this map. If you trade in S&P 500, so you know what's happening, which one is up, which one is down, and Nasdaq as well. So you just keep an eye on that if you trade in future or forex. Um, Look at forex itself. You see that yen is the strongest, and so yen is the strongest, followed by Swiss risk off. This is risk off situation going on, followed by euro. Of course, risk off. Euro now has become a risk off asset because if the dollar index going down, euro going up. Pound as well, just to follow in the green back, but just right at the bottom. What we have here, not down momentum, not very much down momentum going on risk, the halfway of the risk off and on situation. We have a four currency on the right side, four on the left. So basically, when we go higher, that's mean these pairs are going up, all these currencies going up, the others that are going down against it. There's always eight currencies in the market. If they're trading against each other, one is going to be strong, one is going to be weak. So the weakest one on Friday it was CAD. Strongest one is yen. CAD is not that much of weakness, but yen is stronger by 74%, 0.74%. CAD just below the zero. And crude oil look like we hit 41 dollar 34, but it's still really consolidation about this level at this level. So we're gonna we're gonna check that out later on. As you can see from the mini chart here, that is it's quite flat, but we'll come to it. We'll come to it. So just jump into the news. We have some housing news on Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, basically nothing. High impact. I only look at high impact. The one is going to move the market. The rest is going to do just as very tiny waves. You could look medium and low impact to move in a 5 minute and 15 minute. But the high impact will move the 4 hours and 1 day, so on and so forth. So we have housing news going on Wednesday. So from Wednesday, probably market is going to take the trend down or up. But before that, I think it's going to be sideways or just waiting for the momentum of the news, either up or down. I think this will be priced on Aussie beforehand. I think that's the moment of longing pound Aussie. I was talking about that before. When I come to it, I will explain more of my idea. And US dollar as well. See some high impact news, three of them on Wednesday. So Wednesday basically is going to affect the stock market very much because Aussie and dollar. So let's see what happened. That is about 30-minute different. Sorry, not 30 minutes. That's a BM. That's AM. That's a BM. So it's about 12 hours and a half probably different between these two news. If it's a positive for Aussie or negative for Aussie, probably is going to bounce back on US session the following day, same day. And there's some Euro news, US as well, and China. So CAD is going to be linked to China. And China will be linked to Aussie, not CAD, and CAD will be just single GDP months and months. Let's see how that go. Talking about a minus is going down, so let's see if CAD will be weaker or will become a little bit holding the level. Looking at indices at the moment of the currencies, see that euro nicely broke through. We have a bounce on the moving average. I think this is a 20, guys. This is a 20 moving average. This is no currency. This is only percentage. There's no price. It's only show you the momentum, if it's green or red, how far we went to be from previous, and so on and so forth. See here is a failure below, break above it, complete string, strong momentum up. I should have a beam. I should be a buyer from this level, just above, right there. Give you a nice pullback as well, but that could indicate in down momentum. The pullback will become a failure and bounce back up again in the face of the short, the bears. We have here double top on the day. That's a daily view of a bounce, pullback, bounce, pullback, a bounce again, pullback, and start getting smaller. We'll be watching out for a failure of these bounces. We have a somehow I think some failure here. Let's see what's happening next week. I think probably gonna go back down again. Um, but I think bound is a little bit stronger. We'll come to the chart and look at it. We just need to look here what we're doing every day. I'll filter out which one is the green, the previous day green, where we are, and how we're breaking out we're doing. So probably going to break out here if euro give back, because both of them that can't be strong at the same time. Sometimes happen, but the majority of the time, if euro strong, dollar is weak. If euro strong, pound is weak. If it's pound is strong, euro is weak. Okay, a dollar we broke up below here. Very interesting. We're just hugging the 20 moving average, 1, 2, and continue down. But we're going to hold the 20 moving average one more time. We're going to try to retest it, but we're really below a big time. The last time we've been here, 29 of January 2019. So almost a year plus at this level. Let me just expand this, get it bigger. Okay. So far we're doing sideways on the index itself. Come back up, coming back down strong, and we'll break through below. I expect that to hold here, but it didn't. Looks like it's going down fast. And the stock, it looks like it wanted to be risk off. We'll look at it later on. So dollar is down, but it's not down from here, guys. Don't short as soon as the market open. It doesn't work that way. We should see some pullback to the 20 moving average when you catch up with it. So we're about here. So tomorrow's going to open, moving average will be a little bit down, come back up, retesting it, and see how far he can hold. If he hold the green day, probably pull back the following day, and probably we could break above it. If we continue, if the same day tomorrow or tonight, or which is tomorrow, of course, Monday, popped up here, come back down strong, break the below. That's your trade. Just below this candle. If you come back up, you hold this candle as a short. Uh, yen nicely bounced. You see that the previous day give you green candle. The following day is a follow up of a breakout or a reversal, if you want to call it, of a similar situation here. This one a little bit smaller. It's Friday. That couldn't be Friday. Could be maybe another day. That's why the momentum is up more than this Friday. So let's see. We broke the 20 moving average and we just closed the day below it. So probably the following day we could try to break above it. We can pull back. We'll see how that go. But it looks like it's a reversal here from this high to this low. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if that's going to work out or not. New Zealand, try to break above this level. Have a bounce here, a bounce, but it doesn't look like you want to. So short in New Zealand and Aussie, very good idea. A bounce here, that's very nice. Look like that's the end of the trend. I think it's going to turn around soon. We have a bush here, probably another 50% of that test and come back down again below the 20 moving average. Give us the opportunity to target these levels down here. Swiss looks strong up, break above it, and we hold. We didn't really break below it since Friday, since we break out Thursday, Friday. So I reckon that it will continue back up if the risk off start kicking in, and that will give us idea to long here and we'll short in euro, because if the risk off start to get keep in the market, progressive dollar strong and euro is weak. So euro has been priced in last week. It's been keep going on for a while now, and this price I will show you later on and bound on euro USD. CAD, you see that we broke a new low and we didn't really retrieve since it's just keep going. We close the day on Friday as a bearish, something similar to this day, or let me just take it from the top here, the second candle, all the way down, the third candle, all the way down, the fourth candle, all the way down, the very, very weak momentum. So I reckon that will continue. We tried to break above the 20 moving average many times before, but we couldn't really close above it and continue. No follow-up. So in my view here, I think that we're gonna continue that momentum down from tonight. We'll see what happens. Aussie as well, as you can see, that we're hugging the 20 moving average very tight, and now it can become a flat. I think below the 20 moving average, it will be a nice trade down. And yeah, that's it. So let's move into the chart. That's S&P 500. So on Thursday, Friday, that we see that we broke above this resistance level. It is supported the price. Look like we went a little bit further, extended a little bit, then we collapsed from there. The following day, if that's only rebounds and testing back, you should see in that following day green above here, right there. But it didn't really, indeed. It was Friday as well. Coming back down, coronavirus cases keep increasing, so I reckon that will come back down to that midway of that range. Also, this is a failure to break higher, failure out of the range, something similar to this is almost the same size if you look at it from that perspective. If you calculate the price momentum from here to there, you see that is breakout a failure as well. So what happened from here? We went all the way up and come back down again and continue back up. So what could happen? We could back down here, come back up, and continue back down to the below of this range. So what I expect it to short on any momentum coming back up on the day. I'm normally trading 1 minute to 5 minute scalping there in US session. That's all I do 1 hour after the opening, and I leave it there. But if you trade in long term on CFDs, then you should consider shorting on any bounce. If you look to the, of course, you're gonna have to go to the 15 minute and see what's possible here. Have a momentum, double top of failure, break below it. That's your short. There you go, coming back down your target. So that's your target here. Then after that bounce from there, continue back down, coming back up, 50% of the breakout, come back down. It's a little bit complicated to explain that in a quick mode, but that's how I do it normally. I will look for always in the front of the market where we're going, and I will start to make a picture of my head, and I start take trade accordingly. So as I said, I expect that to try to get to the 20 moving average pre-market, come back up over US session. The following day, probably going to break below it. And let's see what happens because, as I said, coronavirus cases keep increasing, and let's see what the market wanted to do. Nasdaq, it was a lovely short and long mix, really. The day closed 50-50, as you can see that. Just get this bigger. We look at this picture here. The previous stuff you probably know already, as I just showed you. So with that, we have a range here. Okay, and look at 50% of it. We touch the range highs and we bounced on Friday. That range I'll draw it looks like Thursday, I think. Some couple of days ago, I drew that range because we break out of this swing high, coming back, retested once, twice. We have a double top all-time highs, OTH. Okay, coming back down, tested the support level here, bounce of it about almost 60 to 40. So 60% bulls, 40% bears. So what happened is we'd like to see that something like that, similar coming back down here, bounce or continue to break lower. If that happened, then this support has been broken, retesting in a low time frame, then we'll continue back down to midway of this level. That would be a good idea. Gold, you see that flying off. We got one more $100 to be 2,000, which is a bit far up there. There you go. So we draw that is going to be all-time highs. If I go to the monthly, I'm not sure how much that I have. That's really all-time highs. Okay, go back 1975. There is nothing higher than this level where we are now. We just touched it, I think. Did we? Uh, yeah, by few dollars, by few dollars really. If you look there, the all-time highs was $1921. Bounce for their big. Probably the second test is gonna bounce down, and we should see something like bounce back and continue back up. I'm not talking about $2,000, could be more, 2,100, but I'm just talking about $2,000. That's a mark for now. Remember that the stock is close to all-time highs, gold close to all-time highs. They don't act as a safe haven at all. The stock going down, and the dollar, so the stock was going down on Friday. You see that gold was going down on Friday as well. So it doesn't act really as a side of the coin. So keep that in mind as well. And yeah, so my takeaway from here is, where'd it go? Daily, here we go. My takeaway is we overbought, in my view. Let me just make this smaller. Here you go. So basically, we overbought. We broke out of this range we talked about before a long time ago, and we break really strong momentum, and we really started closing the gaps. You know, that's the close, and we didn't go too far from the previous day. And you can see that it started small, getting bigger, bigger, then start small again, and start to get smaller. So pullback, not reversal, guys. Don't get confused. That's a pullback. Continue back up. Reversal will show you something like that. So reversal here says ABC. After ABC, if you come back up again halfway, 20 moving average. So if that reversal at this level, let me talk about this quickly. If that's level is reversal, if you think that's a failure reversal, come back down, ABC, come back here and continue down. That's a down momentum. That's giving you to short it here, right there. But it did actually go all the way up. We made another top. What we're looking for now, we're looking for to go all the way back down here. It didn't. Hold the 20 moving average, and we'll start to see green days. Here you go. That's your buyer, right there. Continue long term, of course. If you're an investor or intraday trader or day trader, it's different. Investor, they buy around this big spike down because they know gold is always worth money, more than money is more is a higher value. So they buy from here. They don't buy only 1 ounce or whatever. They buy like 100 or 200 and 300. They invest $1 million on it, but they go small base portion so they don't affect the market. They don't collapse the market. So as you can see that we're really overbought here. So pullback in the coming days, or consolidation, something similar to this, taking a break from out here, from the breakout, from that momentum of breakout. If you calculate it correctly, sideways measure move is equal to that, almost equal, but it give you idea what you're trying to do here, what you're trying to achieve. So momentum coming up sideways, coming back up sideways, or ABC possible, continue back up, something similar to this. All together, like 1, 2, 3, then break higher, 1, 2, you know. Bitcoin, see that nicely popped up last week. Continue all the way up. Today is actually this is today. It's still open. So yesterday, so from Friday, that's a Friday, it was red day. Looks like dollar getting weaker over the weekend. That's a good actually indication or indicator to tell you what's happened over the weekend. You can look what happened to the dollar if it's strong or weak. Look like the dollar is weak. We'll come to retest this level. So also I would like to extend that here, right? So see what happened. If it's a failure, then come back halfway. Also I like to draw the halfway 50% of this momentum. There you go. 50% of the range. Probably come back down here, hold well, then continue back up. Very much possible. But if you break below it, continue back down, then we'll be talking about shorting it. As I said, if the stock become risk off, dollar can be the safe haven. There's no guarantee, but you will see it in the price. If dollar going up, S&P 500 going down in the coming days, it will indicate that dollar, it will take the other side of the coin. If it's not, could be gold or yen and Swiss. Oil, yeah, you see that this is a failure for me, that they failed to break higher. So I have a one here, a few, and come back up, come back down. Let's see if that's going to be successful from tonight or tomorrow. We'll see that actually want to continue. It looks okay because it's holding the 20 moving average as well. It's good to long it. We come to the end of the month soon. So a spike down before that, it will indicate that a buyer will be very interested. That will give up this level, right? That will give up this waiting that will jump in straight away to the market order. As soon as it starts to break below the 20 moving average, they will find a lot of interest to buy it. Also remember that some CAD news coming this week, so keep that in mind as well. Can affect oil. um, so here we go. We broke that's dollar index. We broke here this level. Just get it bigger like that. Here you go. So we broke about below it, and we keep going. The momentum is really low. So the reason being as well, dollar index weak like that because of euro got some news last week, and that's why it priced in the market, and that's why I think it's about 50, I think 50% more or less of the make of dollar index is euro, because they're always the majority exchanging money between euro and dollar. It's what's it priced in the dollar index. So that's why euro USD moving against opposite side of dollar index. So it's going down really, and we'll see euro now what it does, which one is the weakest, which one is the strongest. So is break that below this range level. Let's see if it's going to bounce back and continue, or it's going to bounce back and give you pullback and reversal. That's really up to what's happened next day, which is going to be tonight. If we break above that, come back down, the following day continue back up, that will be a good indication of reversal. As I said, euro as well. Here you go. So they are actually moving hand in hand. You see that the day is full and keep going up. So yeah, almost close to that trend line. It's not by the pip. It's going to stop there. It could be above, could be below it, could be anywhere around this level, like just like a waves. So let's see what happened here. If it's going to hold it, come back down, retest the breakout, continue back up, or what happened from there. Maybe 50% of the breakout. Imagine if you went up here, come back down, and continue back up. We'll see. Euro looks strong. So we've been here for a while now. We've been in this range since 2000. The last time we've been here, 2018. So about 2 years highs, almost 2 years highs. So let's see that if it's gonna keep going or not. Let's look on the bigger picture weekly. See that ups down, sideways, break out of it. First hand it didn't really go. Second one have a full green week. The following week green, a pullback, retracement, then start to reclimbing back. Something similar to that can happen here before we actually continue back up. So we have a breakout from here. We have a breakout, very nice. We have a measure move equal measure move. Something similar to this sideways or a flag is going to happen here for a few weeks. Remember, that's weekly view. Daily view is going to be different. As you can see, that's so many days here before we break out. Same thing goes here. So keep that in mind. We talk about a bigger time frame. Nothing's going to happen in a matter of minute. It could happen in a matter of months, right? Cable as well is priced in nicely. We break out of this channel, small pullback, and we broke above it. That's a good trade. Come back down, give you a reversal or a react, acting at this level, the 25, twice, many days. Then after that, we'll break out of this flag. We'll come back up now. My expectation is momentum up there, flag, momentum up there. So definitely the 29 or 30 is going to be in the book, a point, of course. Where it is going to the 86 or 88 Fibonacci. So remember that I talked about that the other day. 88% of the move down coming back up sideways and slowly trending back up. Just trying to really push up. So it looks like it won't really break higher. Every time we break out of the channels here, we'll have a flag. We'll have a big channel here, break out of it, retest the breakout and continue. Same goes here. We retest the breakout. Everyone thought that it's going to go down again, continuation when ABC, but it didn't hold here on ABC, big one, ABC, ABC, double zigzag in the flag, break out of it, continue ABC. But we're going to have another zigzag up until we touch the 130. Below or above it, it doesn't matter. If you know the direction, you don't worry what exactly the price. I normally trade on a candle. I don't really look at the price at all. But when I come to flat or when I address where the level is, I would just say the price 130 is a good price to exit. It's quite interesting number. So yeah, let's see what happened tonight. What happened this week anyway, the coming week. Pound yen, despite the yen is strong, we touch the 20 moving average and we bounce off it. That's good indication of we could hold that line, probably pull back to the 20 moving average. Let's see if it's going to hold or not. Your trade should be above that day to continue back up. So we have a momentum up, a flag, momentum up, a flag. So that could be it. Almost like a butterfly, whatever you want to call it. I only look for the candlestick momentum. It looks very interesting. So let's see if that's going to work out or not. So my bias is watch for the pullback. If it's going down, nice. If you want to risk from the point of the 20 moving average, you're welcome to do. But I think that's going to continue up. Bound Aussie looks nice. We have a nice reversal candle, break above it. Nice couple days follow up. So I'm looking for a small pullback inside that day. So inside Friday, I'll be looking for a candle to come back down here, at least the breakout point, then bounce back up and try to break these highs, come back down again to this level. So this is what I'm looking for. If I get in here, I'll be exiting here, then I will take it day by day. Forex is a little bit a slow mover, so I don't really want to keep monitor it. It could break above all the way up to here, indicating that's a reversal very strong. We don't see much of bound momentum to drive it that fast. It's going to be reversal from here for two reasons. One, the stock market could be risk off of cause of coronavirus. Two, Aussie news coming up. Three, bound is getting strong this week, so that could all put all this together will give you a picture where we can go from here. Four, we have a nice reversal pattern. I talked about many times before. I said that's going to bounce down and come back up quickly, and that's all indicating that's a reversal. This is it. This is the moment where the big player brought big money here to push the market back up. Bears that are scared, they give up around this candle. Probably they give up some here. Friday weakness. So let's see what happens here. Above this one would be a good idea to retest this. A small pullback continuation definitely is going to happen. So that's what I'm looking for to long it overnight tonight. See if it's going to hold this level. On the way back up, I'll be having limit stop limit to buy it all the way up to this level. Exit there, wait for another pullback, and repeat. Okay. Of course, it's the same exact the same story. We have a failure to break below this level. A 2 days failure. The following day break the previous day. The following day all the way up to the range itself. I'm not going to count that as a failure because I have a big one down here, big failure coming all the way up, and 2 days coming back strong, just like a V shape. A pullback must be, and we'll continue up to those highs. So I'm going to mark that high here. Let's see if it's going to be done on Monday, Tuesday. But I reckon that Monday and Tuesday market will be just very slow. Then after that, from Wednesday is going to have the big news, or Monday or Tuesday night, we'll see the start to follow the footstep of the big players because they probably know what's going to happen. So my trade on this is going to be a pullback, continue back up to this range, at least the first hand breakout, come back inside, then try retest and come back up again. Pound CAD, you see that CAD weakness? We saw that on index, CAD index. You see that V shape here, come all the way up. We broke above this one, a nice pullback. So we come back down, up, down, failure. So we can call this one up to here, then continue back up. That giving me an idea that we will break above around this level, the 1.72590, whatever. Above it, just one. Make it simple, 7.3. It's going to definitely come and play at this range. Is going to make something similar to it up there until we see some CAD news price in the market. And Swiss, I think that is going to be sideways, guys, because look at that. Because both of them are strong, they're going to be sideways. We've been sideways for a while anyways, so let's see how they're going to do. I don't trade it myself, so I reckon that you stay out of it. You go another nice, lovely 8 pairs to trade. Why you want to go for this one, I don't know, unless you're from there. Anyways, guys, thanks very much for being here. Please subscribe and like and leave a comment if you're new. If you're already in the channel, please leave your comment. Tell me what do you think and all stuff. And you guys have a beautiful Sunday. I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.